A good Hamoed. I want to share with you a beautiful gra and expound on it a little bit. The famous question the Torah asks is, why is Sukkot, which is a Zecher Lanani HaKavod, to remember the clouds of glory that Hashem surrounded with us in the desert, why is Sukkot now in Tishrei? We got those, we were Zochet Lanani HaKavod when we left Mitzrayim in Nisan. And the Torah gives a very interesting answer, a practical answer. The Torah says that because the weather is nice in Nisan, it wouldn't be recognizable, it wouldn't be clear why we're going out to the Sukkah. People like to be outside in the nice weather, but Sukkot, rain season, so that's not a time where people will go out to the Sukkah. People are coming into the house, so therefore we celebrate the Yontif now. But the Vilna Gaon gives a different answer. Well-known answer. The Vilna Gaon says beautifully. The Vilna Gaon says that we had the Anani HaKavod, it's true, when we left Mitzrayim, but we lost the Anani HaKavod when Klal Yisrael sinned with the Chet Egel. They lost the Anani HaKavod. And the Vilna Gaon says, when did they get it back? Klal Yisrael does tshuva, and finally HaKadosh Baruch Hu forgives Klal Yisrael completely on Yom HaKippurim and Yom Kippur. And then Hashem instructs them to build the Mishkan, and they start building the Mishkan. Sukkot time, Sukkot, the Tesvav Tishrei, they start building the Mishkan, and that is when the Anani HaKavod returned to Klal Yisrael. The Anani HaKavod returned to Klal Yisrael on Tesvav. So therefore, the reason why we celebrate Sukkot now is because we're not celebrating the Anani HaKavod that we got the first time. We're celebrating the Anani HaKavod we got back on Sukkot, Tesvav Tishrei. But just to add to the Vilna Gaon's idea, we can ask an obvious question. That, okay, we got the Anani HaKavod back, but why don't we celebrate the initial Anani HaKavod that we got when we left Mitzrayim? We should celebrate it when we got the Anani HaKavod then, and we got it back, Baruch Hashem, but it began in Nisan, so it doesn't answer the question fully. Why don't we celebrate the fact we got the Anani HaKavod the first time around? And perhaps we can suggest the idea is, Chazal tell us, "B'makom sheBalei Tshuva omdim, tzadikim gemurim einu omdim." The place that Balei Tshuva stand, even tzadikim cannot stand. That Balei Tshuva have a dimension of a higher level than even tzadikim that never sinned, that never went astray. And perhaps what we're trying to show is that the Anani HaKavod that came back are not the same Anani HaKavod. There's a different relationship, and in some way, higher relationship that Klal Yisrael experienced with Hashem the second time when we got the Anani HaKavod back. And therefore, that is what we are celebrating, the special Anani HaKavod that they got back after Klal Yisrael did tshuva. And of course, how special it is for us during this time of Sukkot, where we just went through a process of tshuva. We just were zocha to forgiveness from HaKadosh Baruch Hu in Yom Kippur. And now we get to celebrate Yimei Ava, days of love, our relationship to Hashem, post a tshuva, post a mechila, on this incredible high level, a higher level than even if we had never sinned. Let us be zocha to really connect and strengthen our relationship to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. A good Hamoed. Have a beautiful rest of Yontif.